People want show the message, release the messages, show the messages. What are we in second grade?
The doctor disrespect situation has been all over the place. And in this whole saga, if you will, there's been so many possibilities of him to just flat out say what everyone wants, and that is how old the girl was that he was engaging with allegedly. And yes, I know when there's lawsuits, you can't talk about certain stuff. About 5 hours ago, as a recording of this video, he finally responded to everything. Well, mostly everything. And this response seems to be going over quite well, honestly. It kind of does look like it's 50-50, if not 60-40 when it comes to what people think of this and how they're taking his response. Now, something that I want to point out before we really get into it, do you guys remember his initial responses? Well, they're gone. And they've been gone for the last few weeks, ever since he planned his comeback. But I really want to highlight this point, and I'm not here trying to pick sides. I was never a fan of the dog, nor was I ever a hater. I just don't watch any, and I mean any, live streamers. If after everything is said and done he's innocent, I have no problem apologizing to him. But at the same time, he really did himself no favors with this now deleted statement. This is the most important part. Were they Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. So that has been confirmed, not allegedly. This has been confirmed by him. Okay, these are his words. He typed this out, and I'm sure he had lawyers or people looking at it to make sure everything was all good. I just want to put it out there because a lot of people are already forgetting his initial response to everything, where he flat out admitted it. And the question I had, and pretty much everyone else had, was how old was this girl? Was she 15? Was she 16? Was she 17? Keep this in mind, Doc is in his 40s. If he said the girl was 16, and these DMs went down in a state where the age of consent is 16, because most of the states in the US, the age of consent is 16 and 17. I do think it's so fucking weird, but that becomes more of a moral question, not legality wise, and we should send him to jail. So that's a thing we never got a clear answer of. How old was the girl? He, in theory, he did nothing wrong, well, besides cheating and the fact that he has like 2 or 3 kids, but you know, that's a whole different question.
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs, again, I respected all the confidential obligations. Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody, why? You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs.
I mean, let's just play devil's advocate for a second. Let's say Doc is in the right, it wasn't his situation, and this was in fact the truth, then I hope Doc is suing him. But at the same time, Doc did himself no fucking favors putting out a statement. And I know that he's playing this whole thingy where he's 25,000 footsteps ahead of us, and he already knows how he's going to win all of this, and he's got us. I'm not 12 years old. Okay, I know what technique you're using. Dude, you flat out admitted here that, yeah, there were whisper messages with a minor. In my opinion, a lot of drama and controversy could have been avoided if you just would tell us the age. to play the devil's advocate, I do think most people wouldn't care if the girl was 17, even though, once again, he's married. A 38-year-old with a 17-year-old or 16-year-old girl is insane to me. But if it's in a place where it's legal, you can call him out all you want, but legally, he's not doing anything wrong. That would absolutely fix so many of the issues right now. As of right now, we don't know if the girl was 16, 17, or 12. If there was no lawsuit, if I was in his shoes, I would just flat out say the girl's age. If people will no longer have to wonder, now we have more info. So now we can go from there.
You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well. They reported on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened.
I think there is a way to settle this once and for all. In the perfect world, we would get the age of the girl. And second of all, I think showing those DMs, those Twitch whisper DMs, if you have those, show them. I don't know how difficult it is to get DMs from 4, 5, 6 years ago. I don't know if Twitch keeps them in a database. I don't know if they have it. I don't know who the fuck has these DMs. But you gotta at least do one of the two. Either reveal the age or show us the DMs. This situation is just so confusing. It's not black and white. And his initial 2 responses did not help him one bit, nor did his attitude once he came back.
We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal. I engage with my community. I engage with other streamers. And through Twitch whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user.
I'm sure more stuff will come out. Once again, if he is indeed innocent, sue the guy that started all of this. I think that would get your credibility back. And I know that some of you may be sick of me saying this, and trust me, I'm sick of it saying it too. But I think the only way he could actually recover from all of this is if we get the girl's age and the DMs. And if we can't get the DMs because they're gone, deleted, or just lost to time, then we can only get Doc's word. Whether you believe him or not, that'll be completely up to you. That's the main thing that's between him being a PDF file and innocent.
The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team. That would have been the end. That should have been the end. But that partner manager, oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the two-time. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team. So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a multi-year, a big-time arbitration, okay? And, you discover a lot of stuff. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate.
So, unless I'm retarded, the messages are out there. Someone out there on the internet has them. But here's hoping someone out there has the messages that could put this whole thing to bed, then get a definitive answer. And if it does turn out he's innocent, I have no problem being like, yeah, damn. Apologies to the dog. I'm not going to do that until it's all said and done and we get a definitive answer.
Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were legal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's fucking unbelievable!
But then something happened here. Nick Merckx, which is or was friends with the dog, said this retard, Dr. Disrespect, is married with children, pushing 40, admits to texting a minor inappropriately. His words, not mine. So I cut ties. Because obviously that's inexcusable. Now I'm a shit friend for not having his back. Bunch of brain rot morons on this app. I agree with him. The dog did himself no favors with those initial 2 responses. He admitted to it. How's it our fault that now he was lying, or now it's something else, or apparently now nothing illegal happened? How were any of us supposed to predict this was going to happen? That was the information we had at the time. That was what he admitted to. I get it. People are going to be like, oh no, your videos or anyone else's videos have aged badly and all of this other stuff, or you're fake. And it's like, how the fuck was anyone supposed to predict the future? Once again, we were going with the information we had at that time. And at that time, Dr. Disrespect flat out admitted that he did talk to a minor. He said it. I don't know. It seems like Twitter is pretty divided. Some people are like, he's innocent now and everyone should be sued that call him out. And it's a fucking shit show over there. And hopefully, in the future, we actually get the girl's age or the DMs that will definitively, without a shadow of a doubt, put this whole Dr. Disrespect situation to rest once and for all, to the point where we will no longer have questions for him. Anyways, subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you next time, alright? Peace out.